I've been here for 38 years. This is the best machine that I've ever seen for motor graders. And motor graders is our main business. We sell a lot of motor graders every year, and this machine is really the top of the line machine. It's the best one that's on the market today. This is our newest model, the 12M2, was introduced earlier this year, and this goes in our lineup just a little bit smaller than the 140M. It weighs in at over 37,000 pounds. We have a lot of improvements on this machine versus our competition, and we'd like to take you into detail and show you how great a superior machine this is versus our competition. The cab's been redesigned. It has a tapered doors toward the front, and the visibility is exceptional. You can see the blade, whether it be right or whether it be left, looking down the center of the machine. Your visibility is just fantastic on this machine.
I love those big windows, to tell you the truth. You know,
so you can see your blade a lot better. Your visibility
yeah,
of the blade.
visibility's great
right.
on that.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, really.
We test drove the John Deere, and then I jumped in this, and I tell you what, you can see the blade completely just perfect. Both tips of your blade just right, and with the John Deere, there was blocking each tips of your blade, so the angle of the cab and the front window, it's just really easy to see.
This thing is so comfortable to run, and when some of these outfits are running 10 hours a day, even 8 hours a day, the guy is going to be so comfortable by the end of the day. He's not going to be, his shoulders aren't going to be stressed. He's going to be very relaxed in the seat, and when he crawls off this at the end of the day, he's going to feel great, and he's going to do a lot more production during the day.
My shoulders and back after running this all day is a lot, it feels a lot better than that 140H. It's really comfortable. I love running it.
We have sold over 160 of the joystick motor graders so far in Nebraska, and we have talked to a lot of those guys. They don't want to go back. Once they have these and they get used to them, they don't want to go back to the old systems. Have you run any of the competitive models before?
Almost all of them, put it that way. Okay. At one time, no, I mean not, but I'll be honest with you, if I'd take a Cat with no wind steering wheel over the competitor without.
Okay.
With one.
With one, okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of skeptical at first on how easy it would be to run, and the 140H was a lot harder to run. I can really make this do what I want it to do. It was really easy.
Our machines offer the lowest cost per hour, and in part we have the best components on here that have the lowest repair frequencies. The Caterpillar transmission plates are here on my right. Our competitor plates are over here. We have the same amount of plates. Ours will last twice as long as our competitors. The thickness, they're probably twice as thick as what our competitors is, and it's just going to give you a much longer life. That's the purpose of the larger disc, to give you a longer transmission life. We don't have issues with our transmissions as our competitor does. Our rod sizes are 2-inch in diameter, and our competitors are 1.25 inches in diameter. Might not be a big issue on a nice day today, but if you had a snow plow in the front of it and you're busting snow drifts, I think that's when you would find the importance of having those 2-inch cylinders up there. Downtime's critical when you're in the middle of the winter. The Caterpillar hoses are 4-wire hoses. All our hoses on this complete machine are 4-wire. Our competitor uses a 2-wire hose. They're just a lot thicker. They're going to hold up. They hold up to abrasion a lot better if they happen to rub against each other, but they're just a lot more durable hose than a 2-wire hose. Our hoses on the machine, they're clamped down. They use clamps throughout the machine to keep the hoses from rubbing with each other. And when hoses rub against each other, they rub through and then they start leaking after a while. So Caterpillar pays a lot of attention to how the hoses are routed and how they're secured. Our competitor uses a lot of wire ties. They run them through metal loops, and they just rub against each other. You'll see a lot more hose issues on our competitive machines than you will with the Cat. It has safety lockouts. If the operator is not in the seat, if he happens to get out of the seat for some reason or other to pick something up off the road, it locks out all the hydraulics and engages the park brake. Our previous models did not do that, and that's a great safety feature. The other thing that it does have, if the operator is fueling the machine or walking around the machine doing an inspection in the morning, there is an emergency shutoff on the outside of the machine. It's just a toggle switch that's toward the rear of the machine. It's real easy for him to shut it off, and it's a quick shutdown, and it's a great feature. Our resale values are always much higher than our competitors. For example, a 10-year-old Caterpillar machine is worth $50,000 more than our closest competitor. You're one of the decision makers here at Custer County. Can you tell me the process that you go through when you're analyzing machines and your purchasing decisions, how that's influenced?
We maintain their fuel consumption, their fuel to hour ratio, their operating expenses per hour, their repair cost per hour, their depreciated schedule. I always tell board members we don't buy them to own them.
Okay. We
buy them on a segment of time, and we're looking at that top side and the back side on the salvage and how many hours we theoretically think we're gonna put on that piece of equipment, and we put that number together that gives us kind of what our operating costs are gonna be.
Okay.
We compare that against other competitives.
You can buy a lower cost machine up front. You may save $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, but in the end, you're going to lose about $50,000 just on the resale value alone.
And our salvage values on those items, Caterpillar in particular, still maintains a credible value.
I would sooner have the Cat machine over almost everybody.